6. Yep. You good too? Yep. Channeler? Sure.
All right, so Mulligan's, Dragon's Rage Channeler, Mishra's Bauble, Surveil. Thinking about it.
Go for it.
Top's good. I'll bauble you.
Yep.
And my turn and draw a card. Sure.
All right, this is round 5, a win and in match. Fatal push on the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Both players at X1.
Wasteland you? Yep.
Okay, Wasteland shut off days. Deploy a Delver.
Alec, you still here?
Want to take a moment to thank some of our longtime YouTube members. Hit the join button on YouTube if you're watching this later. Bob Patterson Jr., Carl Monka, Phil Nguyen, Guys McLeys, Lucas Moretti, Bell E., Eric Rakowski, Daniel Gonzalez, Thomas Hughes, Zach Reid, Alucardis, Andrew Carranza, Vaughn, Hulk Hogan's Giant Taint, King Garrix, Roland Chang, Drake One, and Paul Pantia. Thank you for over 2 months as a member on YouTube. Appreciate all of you very much. Appreciate it. Keeping us alive.
Yep.
Couldn't keep doing this without our members. Thank you, everybody that's hit the join button on YouTube and over on our Patreon, on our coffee page, Twitch subs, Twitch free with Prime, on our Discord. Thank you, thank you. Couldn't even watch this right now if it weren't for our members.
Bowmasters.
So the board is developing. Here's a Bowmaster trying to take out Delver, I assume.
I will try to ping the Delver.
Okay.
I have a wobble.
Trigger as well as you can work.
Okay, it looks like this Bowmaster was cast with the Delver's upkeep trigger on the stack, so Reid's taking a look at the top card and now thinking about cracking Misty Rainforest, it looks like.
Yes.
Fetch.
19.
Bowmasters.
Bowmaster, your Bowmaster.
Bowmasters. Ping your Bowmasters. Fetch. 18.
Okay, this Ponder getting cast here. Both players have access to days in this matchup. But Ponder gets through, no problem. We know from watching Reid a bit over the last couple of weeks, been running some 3-drops in these Grixis decks, like a previous match on today's stream, we saw True Name Nemesis. 3-drops can be tricky in Days Mirrors. Days Wasteland decks.
Your turn. You have 2 cards in hand. That's right.
2 cards in Reid's hand. Gabe has a Wasteland. You're trying to balance keeping your opponent off mana while also keeping yourself with enough mana to play around Days when you need to, if you need to. So we'll see if this Wasteland gets fired off. Obviously, it was just used to cast a Bowmaster. If Gabe doesn't have another... Okay, well, here's another land, so we'll see. Attacking with the Orc Army.
Before damage. 18.
All right, before damage, after no blocks, it looks like we're going to see another Bowmaster. This time from Gabe.
Workers Bowmasters.
Sure.
I'm gonna ping your Bowmasters.
Okay.
You
So
take
now
two
I
instead.
go to 16 instead.
Yep. I'm gonna wasteland your underground sea. Pass turn.
All right, once the Bowmaster is safely deployed, waste the Underground Sea makes a lot of sense. Cut Reid, at least for now, off of black. I don't see another land in Reid's hand. Attacking for 1.
17.
Return.
Reid plays a Delver, so threats continue to be placed on the table by both players. Another Wasteland.
Make red.
Trying to go to combat.
14.
Pass turn.
No flip into Insectile Aberration that time. All right, found black mana, Molten Collapse. Does Gabe have a daze? Molten Collapse is countered.
It lost. 15 to 14. Go.
So as things stand, obviously Gabe wins this race if no other creatures get placed on the table. Another attack for 3 puts Reid down to 11. But Reid might flip this Delver. No flip.
2. 13 to 11.
Your turn.
Reid needs this Delver to flip.
1 card.
Yep.
Bowmasters.
Another Bowmaster. Third one of the game, I believe, for Gabe. This Bowmaster card might be pretty good. Looks like Reid's thinking about responding to it on the stack.
Okay.
I'll try to ping the over. Combat. 4. Put you to sub 7. Pass turn.
Well, that ping from a Bowmaster put Reid quite a bit behind here in the race. Double Bowmaster and a 3/3 Orc army for Gabe. 1/1 Orc army for Reid.
Pass turn.
Go.
Combat.
Alright, got me big game.
Okay. Was it a brainstorm?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
All right, Gabe up a game. All right, Mishra's Bauble. Let's take a look.
I'll end my turn and draw a card.
You can draw.
All right, draws the card off the Mishra's Bauble safely.
Mystery Force. Pass turn.
Card, the makeup of these decks is quite similar. You know, Brainstorm, Ponder, Daze, Wasteland, Force of Will, right? But the creatures, somewhat different. Murktide and Bowmaster in both decks, but Reid obviously has the Dragon's Rage Channelers. Here's a Bowmaster. But Gabe has up the Beanstalk, which could be pretty damn good. Or Gabe does. Did I say Reid? I don't know.
Bowmaster's resolve. 1 damage to you. Still in and step. Gotcha. Basic swamp. Go to 18. Fatal push. Fatal push the Bowmasters. Yep.
18.
Your turn. Or cast Channeler.
Yeah.
All right, Dragon's Rage Channeler is in there. Basic Swamp on Gabe's side. I don't think Reid has any basics in the deck. I could be wrong. But basic lands do protect you against Wasteland. You see a Wasteland on Reid's side, unable to hit anything at the moment. Or anything of any value, anyway. Not much value in going after Misty Rainforest, of course. All right, there's something to hit. Underground Sea. I don't anticipate Reid trying to waste it, though. At least not in this situation. No Delirium, but 2 types in the yard. One of the tough ones to find, Artifact and Creature. Should be able to get Delirium easily. All right, attacking for 2. Cantrip into Surveil. Delirium could be turned on. Could obviously fire off Wasteland. Put a 3rd type in there. Bowmaster. The Orc battles definitely front and center in Legacy these days. You'll see a lot of Orc armies and Bowmasters on tables in Legacy. This one's going after Reid's Orc army, left over from the previous Bowmaster. Here's a Bowmaster. And try and grow this Orc army. Force pitching 40.
14. Yep. And how many cards left? 3. All. All Pyroblast on the Force and Surveil. Surveil's fine.
Okay, a Pyroblast on the Force trying to protect Reid's Bowmaster. Surveil. Thinking about it. Flooded Strand thrown away. Force pitching Murktide. So a lot of resources getting spent on this Bowmaster situation.
Have a second one targeting the Bowmaster.
Okay, so countered, then you kill my Orc army.
Yep, and then one
And your turn.
Upkeep I will fetch to 12.
All right, so when the smoke clears, Reid's Bowmaster and Orc army are both gone. And Gabe with the Bowmaster advantage at the moment.
You have 3 in hand?
Yep.
Spellbomb?
Okay, Nile Spellbomb could clear out the graveyard for both Delirium and potential future Murktides and draw Gabe a card. We're doing that now.
2. 18.
Go.
Lightning Bolt, Bowmasters, and Surveil.
Surveil's fine.
Surveil is fine, says Gabe. Lightning Bolt on Bowmaster. 3 Force of Wills have been used up so far in this game by Gabe. There's a chance there's still not just Dazes, but also Hydroblasts floating around. There's a chance. Lists from this event are posted in our Discord server if that's something you care about. Romario has arrived in the chat. Does this Bolt survive the stack? There's Hydroblast. All right. So far, Gabe has had what was needed to fight through, but now it looks like Gabe is out of cards in hand, so this could get interesting.
It's an interesting question.
Bowmaster up the top. Oh boy. I think that was off the top, right? There was no cards in hand.
It's a new so because you're when
Cling to dust, your hydroblast and surveil.
Okay, might be trying to fill up the graveyard here. Cling to dust, your hydroblast, surveil. Draw off the cling to dust. Trigger the bowmaster.
I'll ping the dragon channel. Yep. And resolves. Thank you. 17. Attack for 4. 13. Pass turn to you.
All right, so a 2/2 Warwick Army and 2 bowmasters now for Gabe. The all right, here's another orc. Let's go. This has been a battle. All right, and a Delver. Gabe's living off the top. Looks like Reid has 2 cards in hand, maybe 1 card. I can't really tell. Attacking for 2. Unlicensed Hearse is a good one. Not super relevant on the current board unless Reid is holding a Murktide. We're probably going after Cling to Dust here. That's choice number 1. Bolt choice number 2. That makes sense. It looks like Gabe's Orc Army is a 3/3. I might have lost track, and I can't really see the die. Maybe it's easier for those of you watching at home. All right, Reid attacking here for 3. Okay, Audrey confirms the Orc Army is a 3/3. Carnage Interpreter, discard Ponder, make 4 clues. All right. If Carnage Interpreter wasn't on your radar, text is up on the screen now. And the clue set continues to have its impact on the Legacy format, I would say. Yeah, Vexing Bauble's coming. Prepare yourselves. How big of an impact will Vexing Bauble have on this Legacy format? I'm very eager to find out. Unlicensed Hearse grows to a 4/4 when crewed, exiling 2 cards out of the graveyard. Molten Collapse revealed, Insectile Aberration. It looks like Reid's up and running here. Carnage Interpreter will be a 5/5 with Menace. Molten Collapse was a great draw.
Even though you have this card in your hand. Yep. One of you. That was the one you drew.
Cracking a Clue, I don't believe does Descend. Can someone correct me on that? I always forget this stuff. Okay, Audrey says I am correct. That's one of those rulings where I have to like call a judge because I'm only like 75% sure. I remember.
I go to 27.
So Reid has 4 clues, Carnage Interpreter, Insectile Aberration, 1/1 Orc Army. What do we got? Well, we know it's Molten Collapse, but what's the plan? Going after Bowmaster. It's gone. This is a lethal attack.
Sacrifice a non-token creature. You got one.
All right, Carnage Interpreter has Menace. That is the game. Reid gets it. Carnage Interpreter. Card is selling out now. Go use our TCG Player affiliate link down below and go get yourself a Carnage Interpreter. It obviously just broke the format. Did you see that? That was crazy. All right, Gabe is on the play here in Game 3. This is a winning in for top 8 of the Bifrost Games monthly 2K.
Yeah. It's
That's right.
If you want to help out 90s MTG in a big way, bookmark our affiliate links down below. Just use them to shop. And that's it. Your job is done. Just bookmark our links. Appreciate everybody that's been doing that. It really helps out a lot. Keep bringing you these high-level games and mediocre commentary.
Draw. And pass.
And really bad thumbnails.
19.
All right, basic swamp. This is going to be a battle. Guy Aramo says, very good commentary. Don't sell yourself under your price, Chris. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was just kidding. Unlicensed Hearse. I know it's top-notch commentary. That. Never mind. I was going to pretend to be completely full of myself, but I'm not. All right, so Unlicensed Hearse is on the board. That's a good early play. The Unlicensed Hearse doesn't activate on end step. Okay. Oh, we are. Okay, we are. Can't miss that. No creatures yet for Reid. There could be a Bowmaster lurking. Yeah, Unlicensed Hearse is a mirror breaker of sorts. All right, now you really don't get a graveyard. Here's Nile Spellbomb. Bowmaster in response.
Bowmaster results. Take one. Yep. 18. Spellbomb resolves. Yep. They don't push the Bowmasters.
Good old Fatal Push, still a legacy staple. Kills that Bowmaster. Leaf, thank you for the resub. 7 months.
Sure.
Okay, Ponder for Reid, under no threat of a Bowmaster with only 1 mana open. Ponder Shuffle. Okay. Will Carnage Interpreter hit the board in this game? I'm curious to find out. I like that card. I don't know about all of you, but every time Reid has played a Carnage Interpreter, I'm hype. I'm hype.
Sure.
Give me the obscure cards everybody forgot about. I get excited. Mishra's Bauble.
Fetch. You already played a land this turn? Yeah, I played before this turn. Okay, yeah. Fetch. End my turn. At the end of your turn, I would like to unlicense Hearse, the Bauble, and Ponder.
All right, going after Bobble and Ponder with the unlicensed hearse and a cracking of a fetch. I believe I have life totals correct on the overlay, doing my best.
I would like to sack Nile Spellbomb triggering me.
All right, Reid has a brainstorm to respond to this Nile Spellbomb trigger.
And then draw, take another 14. Yep. And then still end my turn and draw from my bauble. Yep, here you go.
Okay, Reid now with a 3/3 Orc Army and a Bowmaster. Gabe with a lonely, sad hearse. As of right now, it's looking good for Reid. Reid with a whole bunch of cards in hand. Anybody in the chat or the YouTube comments want to share a story of a recent obscure card that everybody forgot about that beat them in a game of Legacy or another format? I love reading those. Witherbloom Command on Bowmaster and the Mill to find a land, to retrieve a land.
Which are Pluto Delta too. I'll play the Pluto Delta.
Leyline Dowser. Yeah, well, a lot of people don't know that card. That's true.
Your second.
Brimaz and Pioneer. That's a good one. I did forget about Brimaz. Is that still a cube card? Yeah, I think it was in a cube, like, briefly, right? On Magic Online?
I'm going to set some stage making to copy Decklists.
Okay, last someone checked, it was still in cube.
Yep. That's right.
All right, up the Beanstalk is on the table. Bowmaster is not, so it's pretty good for Gabe. 3/3 Orc Army, though. Going to be swinging away. Trying to close this out. No way to crew the hearse yet.
Spellbomb me, or cast Spellbomb. Spellbomb results. Spellbomb me and draw a card.
Yep. Trying to empty out Gabe's graveyard and draw a card. That works.
Brainstorm.
I think Gabe was thinking about activating the hearse, targeting his own graveyard, but decided not to. In case anybody was wondering why the pause. It's always healthy to just pause for a moment, no matter what.
Yep.
Take 3 seconds and decide. This is a win and in match for top 8. Yeah, there could also be an endurance in the mix. You could also try and make your opponent think you have endurance for some reason. All right, here's a Ponder for Reid. Can't tripping without any mana open for Gabe. Looking for ways to close this out. Looking for ways to disable Gabe from getting his own threats on the board.
Super high profile. Vintage players have and they want a real vintage.
Yeah.
Pastina has arrived in the chat.
Bauble. Sure. Bauble you. Okay.
Look like a Shieldred's Edict on top of the library. That could be a problem for this 3/3 Orc Army. Activating the hearse. The hearse has now grown to a 7/7, I believe. No, a 5/5. 5/5.
That's why topic getting power is what's always.
So Reid knows about a Shieldred's Edict in hand. I believe that's what the card was. Gabe plays a Wasteland. Tap 5. Lorien revealed. Trigger the beans. Does Reid have a Daze? There's a Daze.
The trigger's good though.
Still gets to draw off the Beanstalk. Not the end of the world, but that Lorien reveal getting Daze hurts a bit. All right, proactively activating the hearse, trying to keep Murktides off the board, and if they do hit the board, at least they'll be small. No instants of sorceries in Reid's graveyard at the moment. 3/3 Orc Army still stands.
Cling to dust, your Lorien revealed.
Cling to dust. Keeping Gabe's graveyard empty as well. There is threat and Murktide from that side too. 3/3 continues to swing away. This is going to be tight. Hearse is 7/7 if it gets crewed. Sometimes, you know, in a long game, these hearses get so big that eventually you just crew and attack and the game ends. Something to watch for. Right now, obviously not big enough for that. Activating the hearse now. Can keep that cling to dust out of here. Keep just artifacts in the yard.
Go ahead. Lightning bolt you.
Bolt you. Getting scary. Ooh, this is going to be close.
Pyroblast.
Pyroblast on Hydroblast. We're back in the Ice Age, folks.
You have 3. Yep.
Look at this board right now and tell me Legacy isn't beautiful. Look at this. Take a screenshot to remind yourself. What a blend of the old and the new. I love this freaking game. I love it so much I made a channel. Shieldred's Edict. All right. Orc Army goes away.
I will go to 4.
Yep.
And then step still, I'm going to waste the volcanic on him. Best review.
Carnage Interpreter.
There it is. Carnage Interpreter. Don't counter it. No. All right. Stifling the ETB ability.
Pyroblast, Stifle.
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Discard, get 4.
Discarding Molten Collapse. Making 4 clues. Carnage Interpreter is on the board, folks. As long as Reid stays Hellbent or 1 card in hand, it's a 5/5 with Menace. Bumping the camera. Okay. Mystic Sanctuary. Reid's Hellbent. Oh, man. Okay, going for Shieldred's Edict over Hydroblast to kill the Carnage Interpreter. There it is.
Nice.
Here's Murktide. Reid says nice. Reid has those 4 clues. Oh, man, this is going to be so close.
So you said 3?
Yeah, 3.
6/6 Murktide. Draw a card off the Beanstalk. Crew the hearse. Attack for 9.
Yep. Go ahead. All right, here goes nothing.
Here we go. I'm so glad this is how.
Draw. Bolt.
This is fucking insane.
4 clues. Murktide and Unlicensed Hearts to beat Gabe here. I believe Gabe is at 4.
Guess I'll fetch down to 8.
Yep. You gotta make it tight.
Yep.
Thank you, chat. Gabe is at 3 then. I see it now on the pad. Sorry about that. Trying my best to keep track here. So Gabe is at 3, which makes the situation even more intense.
Draw.
Yep.
Drawing off the clue. Oh, no bolts. All right, GG's. Gabe gets it. Gabe moves on to top 8.